Let's go. Let's go. I like to thank everybody for taking the time out and joining me. It's Thursday Night Live. I am Jay Rome. This is RBL. Everywhere you could catch us is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. Right now, I'm not on Instagram. I did something right before I came on and kicked me off the Instagram. I've been trying to find it ever since, but I won't get stuck on that. So what I do want to do is stick to the format and let everybody know every Thursday you can catch us right here. And sorry about that. Again, I apologize for the delay. Working, messing with this computer and doing these things. I just, like I said, kicked myself out. So I was trying to get in touch with Percy because he actually sent me some information that I wanted to get into. Hold on a second. And I wanted to go over his information that he gave me and kind of just do a little breakdown of it for him, but also for anybody else out there that is interested in, some route information and how it works and what the breakdowns are, and give a little tutorial on, what it looks like if you're not all the way familiar with it. Hold on a second. Okay, so again, if you're not all the way familiar with how it works, what the numbers are, how the breakdown goes, what I would like to do is, if I could get P to jump on here at some point, I'm gonna put a little breakdown. I put it together for him and kind of go over this and give him. He knows the numbers. He's been working the route, but I want him to see and get some feedback, and hopefully we can help him out a little bit. So I'm gonna give him 1 second. So yeah, so it's actually a really interesting route to me, and it's not really big, but it's not small by any means either. And depending on who you are, what your aspirations are when you get into this business, it might be something for you. Um, what's going on, Just? I put the link in there if you want, because I just have some things I'm gonna share, and hopefully if I could get my man to get on here that's asking about this route, you could give him some feedback as well. Once we start looking at these numbers and just breaking it down a little bit. And I say that because you've been in the business for a little while and you understand these things. And I would like to give the young brother as much help and information as possible from different sources other than me, because I kind of brought him in and I'm the voice that he hears all the time. And sometimes I just think another voice is good. Hey, what's going on?
Not much. How's everything?
I'm good. How you?
I'm good.
You was out there again today?
Yeah, earlier.
So you still grinding on both, or you just doing the one?
I'm grinding on both, technically.
Yeah, that's what it takes, man. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. So what I did was I put together, I got the breakdown, all the numbers, everything. And I threw it in and kind of got a little breakdown for you and something we could just chop it up and talk about And as you look at it, from everything you told me, and you already know most of this, you know what I mean? But sometimes seeing it and getting a different perspective from somebody else may help, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So hold on one second. Let me see if I could share the screen real quick. Get this up there. So when I share it, what's gonna happen is I won't be able to see, but I could just just minimize it at any time. But we'll still be on the screen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put us over here. I'm gonna do like this. And um
You frozen?
no. I ain't frozen.
All right, okay. I wasn't hearing nothing.
Hold on. I'm trying. I gotta. Had it. Oh my god. I don't know why I had it. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. That's what I want. That. Okay. Now you can see. You can see that?
Mm-hmm. Somewhat. It's kind
Okay.
of small on my end.
Oh, because you're on the phone.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I'm
So I
sorry. So
can't
you
really.
on the
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
on
you're
my
on the
phone.
phone, but I made it as big as possible. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
So I can't even make it no smaller.
Nah, it's
I
not your
mean no
fault. It's just what it is. So.
yeah, so boom. I'll go over it real quick with you, which you already know most of this because
Right.
you gave me this information.
Right.
So the 10,000 is 351 is what it does, right? After everything, that's what would be the take home.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to you about this before, but I
Mm-hmm.
want to show you why it gets to that number. You know what I mean?
Hold
Because
on. Let
this
me see.
is
If I turn my phone sideways, maybe that'll help.
oh yeah, definitely if you turn your phone sideways.
But the camera's gonna look a little janky on my end. But
No, it's not. The phone adjusts if you turn your phone sideways.
yeah, I got it sideways right now.
Yeah, you still look the same.
Okay.
So what I want to do is jump to because I have a breakdown of the right here. Okay.
Okay.
So Now this is just the overall, the expenses, and I know you can't really see. Could you see a little better?
Somewhat. And
So let's just say that.
these, yeah, I think these are yeah, okay, yeah.
Right. Brandon, what's going on?
What up?
All right, so hold on a second. Let me go back to the top so I can start over. So I got Percy here, and this is one of the routes he had gave me a little information about. So this is why I wanted to get your input so you could see. So what I'm gonna do is just go through it, go over it, and then I'll go back so you could see. And I know you're on the
All right,
phone as well.
I am, but this is the
Schmidt.
this is the paperwork you sent me last week, right? Yeah, Schmidt.
Yes, sir. I did send it to him. See, Percy, I don't be telling you stories when I tell you I'm gonna send it to Brandon. I send it to him.
Yep, I saw it.
All right, so but here's the thing. So, and Justin just said 10,000 weekly for a route that's under 90 grand is not bad. And that's why I was saying to Percy, it's just the number of stops, but that's just me. Don't go by me. So Brandon could get caught up. Right. Yeah. It's all close.
Okay.
It's all in the same area. This is around where I'm at. A little ways away from my house, but it's pretty much like, just to give you an idea, if we were in like where we're at in North Colony, it's like all right in that same area, same type of deal.
Yep.
But he would be hitting like all the stop and shops, like how all the routes used to be anyway. Kind of like how Mark was in Hartford. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
it's kind of like the Schmidt. Just kind of like the Schmitz girl that's in Warford.
Exactly.
She's got that little.
That's what I was going to say, and that's why I was telling Percy that the only person I'm familiar with is her, and she does all the stops. You know.
Yep.
Not a whole lot of product she's bringing in, but she does all of them. So anyway, that's the top. That's those are the big numbers, right?
Yep.
And that's just the area, and just by, I had to break down. Hold on for the stores for you. I got to get to it. So what it did when I threw it into the AI, just threw all the stop and shops together. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why the number is 2,800.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then the Walmart, you see all the different, right? All the different stops that make up, that add up all the average of, you know, the money. The 28, the 12, the $1,000, the $799, the Stop and Shop that does 458, the Big Y 367, the other Stop and Shop 364. And when you first brought it to me, the information, what I was saying was so many stops, right?
Yeah.
And now I see why it works, because you're not spending a lot of time in there. And these are the
I also want to throw something out there. There's reasons why certain numbers are like that, but I don't know if I want to put his business out there. But
no. But you told me that the route is possible. You could build it. That's what we're gonna go with. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. That's fine.
Nah,
you told,
if certain things was done properly, I feel as if the numbers would be bigger, because
of course
space has been gained so far since
you've been out there.
Literally. So there's literally room for growth, but certain things have to get done a certain way. But that's all I'm gonna say.
Right. So here's the other so the sales territory, it says the list, part one is the Cherry Valley, Adams Market,
Right.
Stop and Shop, Popeyes, Family Dollar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Family Dollars, the 2 Popeyes.
Right.
And then this is the next, it's still, the list ain't over yet. LeBon's Market, which I know where that's at. And then another Popeyes, a Big Y, 2 Walmarts, another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 Stop and Shops, and then a ShopRite. So again, a lot of stops. The biggest one is the Stop and Shop in Naugatuck, which
He
is
just got a price right too. They just didn't add that. He got that like 6 months ago. So I don't know why that's not on the list. Should be.
right.
Yeah.
So all right, looking at all those stops, right? And you said there's room for growth.
Oh, 1,000%. Definitely.
So there's room for growth, right?
Yes. There's definitely room for growth. Trust me. You just gotta do things a certain way. But that's it. I don't want to say too much on that part.
Now I got you. But this is the thing. You don't have to. There's no not saying too much. The thing is, we know you could build the route up. That's why you're out there now. Let me say it like that. You've been out there working with the person, and that's one of the reasons why you're out there.
Correct.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So after all the expenses, again, this is the 2125, and after you do all your expenses, that's where you would be at like the 900. I think that, hold on, because I put it, these are, you can't see it on your phone. Could you see that?
A little bit, but not really. But I'll let you read it off.
Okay, so the shrink is around $72. This is just for weekly pre-tax, final profit expenses.
Right.
Like they even throw in here the day off relief. But barring any repairs, just saying, getting gas or whatever, it's like 200 and some change, maybe, because you're going to be doing a lot of driving. And
right.
I don't know, you never even told me the truck situation. If you're buying, leasing, getting a truck with the route. So these numbers wouldn't be something solid, because you're like, right, that's a whole area you don't even know about yet. Right. So that's why I can't really go. We can't say it's a solid number, right?
Right.
Because you don't know what your expenses are going to be. But we do know that if you did get the truck, that's why the number went to 9. So say I put $440 if you were paying on a truck, right? Mm-hmm. $220 for the route that you got to pay them. So that's where we get to the 917.
Right.
And I'll send you this so you can see it yourself. But I just wanted to get Brandon's input on the route. I'll go back to the stops. So, because I know that's one of the things where he would want to see. And I know you got the numbers in front of you that I gave you, Brandon, but you can't really, read them right now.
I kind of can.
Oh, okay.
So you got $5 Generals, right?
Family Dollars.
Family Dollars.
Family Dollars. Yep. You got 5 of those.
Yep.
All right. Let's see here. And then 2 Popeyes. Is that right?
Yeah. 2 Popeyes.
And then 5 Stop and Shops. Right.
Yeah.
And then 1 ShopRite, I think. I'm trying to open this up.
1 ShopRite.
1 ShopRite. And the price right. They just added 6 months ago.
Oh, he said they added a price right.
Yeah, because there used to be a ShopRite in Waterbury, but I guess they knocked it down and changed to a price right, from my understanding.
Yep. I know where it's at. It's right on Woket Road. So you will be servicing that one.
Right.
Right next to the Stop and Shop.
Right.
So pretty much, for the most part, all the stops are in Waterbury, pretty close to each other, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So, do you live in the Waterbury area?
No, I'm like 30 minutes from Waterbury. Like, if I'm
still up our way by where my route is?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's still up that way by the Strip, Brandon. He lives up there. Not far from Big Y.
So,
yep.
How far? So the depot is what? East Haven?
Correct.
Okay. So from Wallingford to East Haven, it's 20 minutes or so, especially that time in the morning when you're going to load up. And then from there to Waterbury. So that's a pretty good amount of fuel every day, but it's not stupid amount because once you get to Waterbury, you're basically doing one big circle.
Right.
So your growth potential, like you mentioned, that you see a lot of growth potential already. Do you think it's going to continue to rise? Like, is the last distributor just not doing?
It's a complicated situation. Once we get off, I'll tell you. You know, I could probably explain a little bit better,
No.
but
Okay.
it's just certain things that's going on that he can't do
That's right. You don't have to get.
things a certain
Yep.
way.
You don't have to get.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll discuss that later. So let me.
Right.
What do you think that like it does? What 10? What was the actual number? The 52-week number was like 10 something.
Hold on, I got you right here. $10,351.
So 10.3. And realistically, like a realistic goal, how much do you think you could build that? $1,000 a week, $2,000 a week.
The way I do things from the company I came from, how they kind of trained us, I feel like I could do more than that. To be honest.
Okay, so
Yeah.
then let's go with a nice realistic, number that you could be happy with. So if you say you could put $2,000 a week on it, right? So $2,000 a week, so it puts you at mid-12s, minus fuel, minus insurance. I know that you guys are all over the board, like when it comes to your percentages, but you're looking at bringing home a solid $300-400 extra per week than what you can right now, right? Like the way the route is set up right now.
Right.
Okay. And how much is the route selling for? 90?
87.5.
Yeah.
So if you would buy it for 87.5, so that's what basically that's less than 10 to 1, right? I mean, that's on a ratio. And if you're looking at your sales are 10.3 or 10.4 is what you said. So 83.5. So you're looking at buying it at like basically 8 to 1, 9 to 1, something like that, which is pretty good. Is that what the Schmidt routes usually sell for? That low for a ratio? You don't know.
Yeah, I don't know anybody else's business. They don't really.
They don't share that information, but again, with
They don't do that.
this one, this is going to be a unique situation. And like I said, when we jump off and we come offline, I'll talk to you. You could chop it up with him after.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I mean,
again,
I would say that it's. I mean, for the amount of money that you're paying for the route, and don't go by like that little breakdown of, you're going to spend this amount of money on oil changes. You're going to spend this amount of money on, you know what I mean? I don't have to tell you, man. Don't look at that. Your accounting fees and all that. Everybody's situation is different. What you really got to look at is one, if the truck is in good working order, right? That's your number one concern. Is the truck worth buying? Two, how much your insurance is going to be on a monthly basis. Three, how much is your gas going to be on a weekly basis? And then four, and most importantly, how much is your route payment, right? So if you take those five main components, those five main expenses, and then
somebody's phone is
subtract that.
giving feedback.
I think it's probably mine. I don't know if it's mine or not, but I would assume it's mine. I've got the crappiest phone on here, I'm sure. But
The
you
most
know,
money and
for
the worst phone. I don't understand it.
I know, man. That's just how I am. So, I mean, the purchase price is nice. I mean, you're not spending a lot of money, but I don't really know what Schmitz gets for their roots. But if you think you can add a couple $1,000s onto this route on a weekly average, the 52-week average, I mean, the route itself, I mean, there's a pretty decent amount of stops, but they're all close. I mean, it's all within one town for the most part. You know, you got what, one or two that are located in Naugatuck, but for the most part, they're all in
Yeah, got
Waterbury.
One in Southbury I saw. That's the furthest
two
one.
two in Southbury. It's a Stop and Shop
Two.
and the ShopRite out in Southbury, and then
All
I
right,
think
so
LeBone's
that's
might
not
be in
bad because
Prospect, and then
so
yeah, go ahead.
even that's not far. Like they're all still pretty close. Like the Prospect one is probably your farthest. Like
Yeah,
Southbury, you're basically once you're in Waterbury, you hop on 84 and you go 2 exits down, and you're in Southbury. So it's
Yeah.
not
And it's the
extremely
first
far.
exit. It's 15. It's not even the first, but yeah, it's the 15.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know
So
exactly
your
where it is.
fuel. I mean, once you get to your area, your fuel isn't as thick, right? I mean, you're basically doing just a few miles loop,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
How much of this route is private label? That's what you really got to be concerned about. I know you got the shop
So he
right.
only
You
has
guys
2
have private
stores.
label.
He only has 2 stores as private label, but
One's a shop right because you guys
one's
do
a
the private
ShopRite,
label for them.
right, and one's a Price Right too. And I know they order like the
Yep.
ShopRite orders like every day.
Yep. So your Price Right and Shop Right, they're both Wakefern corporations. So yeah, that makes sense. Those will be the 2 private labels. So, but you're not pulling stale. You're not responsible for stale. You just drop off the fresh, and they pack it out. Correct.
Correct.
Yeah. So that's not. It's not too bad. You know. Let me ask you this: is there, or you're probably gonna have to answer this question offline too with us privately, but is there room for you to get this route at a lower price? Like, were you able to negotiate, or this is the price is the price?
No, that's the price. It was yeah, that's the price for now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know how you're thinking about it, Jerome, but it's not a bad price.
I would be honest with you. When he first told me about it, I was like, I didn't like it. But then once he sent me the paperwork and I saw where all the stops were, and I did a little bit of my research because I know Schmidt. I only know 2 people. I interviewed a guy a couple years ago, and I see the people that are with us in our area. And I'm looking at the volume they do in the stores that we're in. And I said, you know what? They do decent numbers. So, and if his route looking at it the same way, I said, you know what, this might be a good thing because the purchase number is not that crazy. And what I was telling him is the way we think, balloon it and own it quick.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
because if you're thinking about building, like Justin just said, if you're gonna build it over the next year, within 3, you can knock this out.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's my thought process.
Like you, I don't know a whole lot about Schmitz. I only know just a few Schmitz distributors. I know that their biggest hang up is the private label with ShopRites, but
it's a push in. You don't have to put it
if
up.
There's, I mean, that's what I'm saying. If there's any kind of a plus for doing the private label for them, you don't put it up. You don't do the ordering. They do the ordering on it, right? So you just, like when you show up to the depot, whatever you got, you pick it up, you drop it off, they pack it out. There's no credit. So I mean that portion of, like, when it comes to like Jerome, when he was doing private label in Walmart, he's bringing in stacks, he's packing out stacks. You know what I mean? So all that is out for you. You just got to drop it and get paid. So I mean that portion of the private label it's a pretty good thing. And then by looking at your territory description, you living in the Wallingford area, East Haven isn't far. And then you go to Waterbury. Once you get out there, you're not doing a whole lot of miles once you get out there.
Right.
As long as the truck that you own, or will be getting with the route, is in decent working shape, and you don't really have too much to worry about other than basic maintenance.
Right.
And if you think you can put a couple grand on the route for what you're paying for it, ain't bad. It's not bad at all. You know.
Right.
Again, I don't know a whole lot about Schmitz, but I could do math. And if you could do a couple grand on, put a couple extra grand on that route for what you're paying for it, buy it, build it, blow it out. Sell it to somebody else down the road, or if you like it, you stick with it.
Right.
It seems like a win-win to me. But
yeah, I'm
that's
thinking
just
it's
my
good.
personal
It's
opinion.
good for you to get your business acumen, and then once you figure all that out and you build it up a couple years from now, you'll have the money to buy a bigger route.
That's
Or
the
you
plan.
could have or you could just have someone work that one, and it still could be the cash cow. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
It's always a good
Yep.
asset, And
I mean, there's always that There's always that option where if you buy this now at a nice, decent price, and if there's that much room for growth, you build it up, then you hire somebody that can run it, and then you buy yourself another route, preferably adjacent to it, so you're not too far from the one that you own already, so you can keep an eye on it, and you continue to expand from that way.
And that will be happening because you could work it out. We'll talk to you offline about how to go about that, because you don't want to get into the conflicting competition rules and laws and the contracts. But Beambo's going to be having lots of things for sale eventually.
No
I want
doubt.
to answer Justin Moore's question. He said, "Is it 20%? It's 25%."
What's that? Commission?
Yeah, he's saying it's commission.
Yeah, Justin just asked that. Yeah, it's 25.
But I think
What?
they
Clear
start
across
to
the board, or just certain items?
clear across the board. I think at first they may give you like 35, and then they drop it down to 25, from my understanding.
So you get 25% commission, whether it's private label or right up to your 647 bread?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Definitely on it. I got to check that out.
Yeah,
that's
that seems awful steep. I can't imagine you getting 25% on private label, but again,
No.
I don't know enough about Schmitz.
My fault. I think private label is. Yeah, I think
Probably
it might be
10%.
10. Yeah, 10. There we go, 10, and then everything else is 25.
Yep.
My bad. You're right.
Okay. Yeah. So that's 10% is. What do we get, Jerome? 12% for private label?
Yeah, it was 12 because that's how they beat out everybody else with that bid in Walmart.
Gotcha. So the private label, it is what it is. You're never going to be able to change that percentage. It's whatever your company works out for a deal with ShopRite. So that's not going to change. But if you're making 25% on what was it called? Old time, right? Old time bread.
Yeah,
and then you
time,
have
those 647s.
old time 647, which is actually a bread that sells. There's a lot of people that look for that bread. Like
Those
I
are
have
the
every
breads
day. I
that
have somebody
Beambo's trying to keep up with the rustics and the sourdoughs and all that stuff, because that's the same as the Dave's Killer. It's everyone's going healthy. Let me just say it like that. Everyone, the keto breads, everyone's going healthy.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt. No doubt. So, and so let me ask you this: how much? So the root selling for whatever 90 grand. What do you got to do? Put down 5%, 10%, something like that?
No, it's a signing process. They don't do any cash payment. The company
No down
doesn't do
payment?
cash payment. Yeah, nope. You just
Well, you got nothing to lose there, buddy. You got zero to lose. No
like I
down
told
payment.
You, at first I was like, I don't know. But then once he told me that, I said,
what do you got to lose?
Yeah.
Nothing.
The biggest thing would
to
be
me, it seems like
a truck.
To me, it seems like you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. If you think there's that much growth available on this route, Plus, you're putting no money down on it. What do you got to lose, man? You know, go for it.
He's still gonna need a cushion though.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Oh yeah, you definitely you need money because your truck will break down. You're going
Right.
to need vacation time. You know, there's things that are going to come up because listen. Bottom line, even though you're not putting money down, you're gonna be a business owner. So you absolutely positively need some kind of a cushion in the
Right.
bank just for those bad days because
Right.
they will happen. It's all part of the business, you know. So
Mhm.
part of any business, part of being self-employed, you know.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
so
um,
yeah, I know, Big.
I got,
Brandon got to get ready for bed soon.
yeah, I'm already lying in bed while we're doing this, man. I'm getting ready for bed. No doubt. I get up
Yeah,
early, man.
I know that life. I got to do the same, man. It's tomorrow's that day.
Yeah.
You
Tomorrow's
still
the
ain't
day.
getting up early enough. You
Oh
still
no,
ain't getting up early
today
enough.
I only had four stacks today.
Oh, good for you.
Today was light. Yeah, tomorrow won't be like that. But yeah,
Everything's in the back room already, ready to
yes,
go for my
sir.
girl tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Appreciate it.
she'll
Yeah,
be
so
there.
do your thing. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. But hold on.
All right,
Give me 5 minutes. Hold on.
All
So, what I was gonna say was, yeah, I'm gonna talk to you guys in a second. So, thank you everybody for checking in. Thursday night, RBL on everything: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. Real Bread Life, Real Bread League, RBL. Anywhere you search that.com, we will pop up. See you next Thursday for 133. That's all I got for now. Stay blessed. Keep